The disappearance and death of 14-year-old McKenna Wendell has drawn the attention of people all over KELOLAND.
Carly Phillips talked with South Dakota's two Republican gubernatorial candidates about whether changes need to be made to the state parole system to prevent further incidents in the future. Carly?
Yeah, Lauren, I talked with Republican gubernatorial candidates Larry Rhoden and Doeden today. I asked them about the case against 51-year-old Mark Milk and 38-year-old John Rognes. Both men are charged in connection with Wendell's death and were both on parole at the time of the alleged crimes. Both candidates say the disappearance and death of 14-year-old McKenna Wendell raises questions about the state's parole system and if more safeguards are needed.
We're having ongoing discussions about what we could do legislatively to address the issues, but I think we've come to a pretty good place.
We have to have stronger sentences for repeat offenders and for violent offenders. For people that are selling drugs to our children, we have to have stronger, longer sentencing.
Candidate Doeden says the state has a rising drug epidemic, and addressing it is a top priority if elected governor.
I think we really have to look at doing a better job and more funding for rehabilitation and treatment services and prevention services. And I can tell you, one of my top priorities under the Doeden administration is to get strong on law and order again and bring safety back to the streets of South Dakota.
Incumbent Governor Larry Rhoden says the state is expanding rehabilitation efforts. One example is at the women's prison in Pierre.
When it comes online, we'll have 96 beds for drug rehabilitation. And also when the women's prison comes online, that'll free up space at the women's prison in Pierre. And that will allow us more opportunities that parole violators, to put them behind bars.
In Wendell's death, Mark Milk is facing drug and sex crime charges. John Rognes is accused of conspiring to conceal evidence and as an accessory after the fact. Both men are back in custody.
Well, Milk and Rognes were both on parole for manslaughter convictions. Milk was originally sentenced to life in prison. In 2023, former Governor Kristi Noem commuted his sentence, making him eligible for parole. However, she wasn't the only one involved in that process. Before the governor even gets a commutation request, an application is reviewed by a hearing officer or panel. If it advances, a hearing with testimony is required. Digital reporter Ray Yost took a look at the state's laws and policies for commutation of sentences, and this KELOLAND.com original is online now.